and the church organ plays out there. A very good morning to you, good afternoon rather. This is Chris Reardon with you live. If it's live, have a look at your clock now. Just gone 4 minutes past 3 on December the 11th, Saturday, December the 11th, 2010. If that's the time where you are now, then you are with us live. If it's any other time, then you're watching or listening to a recording of this show. Just listening to the news there about the violence on Oxford Street, dear. Last week with the students, violence on Oxford Street, and they were shocked. I mean, they want to go down there on a Saturday night. It's mayhem. You will come to Hammersmith. Oh dear. King Street in Hammersmith. Usually on a Saturday night, when certain pubs, so now I work in Hammersmith on a Saturday, and let me tell you, it's none of our customers. We are very well behaved. Thank you very much, Ryan DJ. Belushi's in Hammersmith every Saturday night. Very, very well behaved people. I put it down to the DJs, you know. If the DJs is arrogant and aggressive, you are going to create arrogant and aggressive customers, dear. You've got to be nice. Be nice to people when they come up. Hello, can I have a record? Certainly, sir. Could you just hold? I'm very busy at the moment. However, you are in a queue and you will be dealt with as soon as a customer services representative is available. It's true, yes. And what is all this kettling, dear? Kettling, I don't quite understand what that is. And why? Well, I do understand what it is. They try and keep people in a contained area. But why is it called kettling? Has there at some point in the past been a large kettle somewhere and people have been pushed into it? Where has that word come from, kettling? Eh? And poor old Charles and Camilla, dear. Who is it? Come on! Who is it that threw the paint at their car? You naughty boys and girls. I've been on the phone to the palace. Oh, yes. Hello, it's Chris Reardon here, United Kingdom Radio. I was on the phone. Hello, it's Chris Reardon here, United Kingdom Radio. I gather you've got a little bit of a problem with a car, dear. I have a can of Tea-Cut waiting to come round to you in the next few minutes. Just tell me where to be. Well, I don't know who it was. It was sounded like an old bird who answered the phone, dear. She just put the phone down. How rude is that? Quite willing to go around there and tidy up that car for them. Obviously, I can't do glass work. They'll have to call someone like Auto Glass to do that. But the paint, I could have dealt with that with a little tin of Tea-Cut. Couldn't I? Eh? And talking of cars, regular listeners to the show will know that my friend Ron has recently purchased a brand new 1 Series BMW car because he needs those sort of things to feel important. I do not need anything like that. I have a very old, run-of-the-mill, 4 years old, coming up to 130,000 miles on the clock, Toyota Aygo, one of the cheapest cars that you can possibly run. But I do not need these things. He does. He needs things to make him feel important. So he's bought this BMW car. Within 2 days, a cyclist has smashed into the side. Little dent. I mean, be honest, you know, you've got to look. I hope it doesn't watch this programme. You've really got to look to see this dent. When he brought the car around to show me, he said, can you see it? And I'm like, no, where is it? Hello? Where is the dent? And it is a tiny little dent in the side. Wouldn't bother me. I can't believe for one moment that people that walk past the car will say, oh, that's a nice car. Oh, look at that dent. It doesn't happen, does it? Unless it's a great big dent in the car in the side, with paint falling off it and a bit of rust obviously showing through, you don't notice, little. You just don't. Why do people worry so much about a little dent in the car? He's not the only one. I know plenty of people like it. Little dent in the car. They're probably the same sort of people that go around with bald tyres. Not worried about the tyres, as long as there's no dents in the car. Anyway, the cyclist concerned said that he would pay him the money for the dent. Now, remember, this is a brand new BMW car. Okay? When my mate Ron told me, I thought, oh, you'll be lucky, mate. He said, oh, no, I've got his address and phone number and everything. I'll leave him a message. Anyway, the cyclist says after a couple of days he'll contact him. So a couple of days passed, no contact. And I thought, no, I didn't think you would. Right? And then Ron sent him another email. and didn't hear back again. And then he got a text, have you sent the email yet? Or something like that. I can't remember exactly what happened. Anyway, apparently Ron had sent an email to the wrong place. The bloke had said, go and get a quote, photocopy the quote and send it to me, I'll send you the money. I'll put the money in your bank. And he gave him his bank details and all this business, right? And lo and behold, this morning, I get a phone call from Ronnie. He doesn't usually call on a Saturday morning because he's busy. He does things. I don't know what he does. He just does things. He's always doing things. Never hear from him on a Saturday morning. I don't usually hear from him when his other half's there as well, you know. I mean, Chris is sitting here totally unwanted whenever he's with his other half. The phone doesn't ring, or there's an excuse. Oh, I'm eating, I'll call you back. And there's nothing. Nothing happens. No, you know, I look at the phone, I take it apart, and I see that it's still... Nothing happens. As soon as the boyfriend's gone, he's on the phone again, chatting away. It's shocking, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. I bet you older people with children will know how that is, won't you? When your children have got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, it all stops, doesn't it? All the conversation stops. Why is that? We're not wanted anymore. No one wants it. Only the cat. She's downstairs. Can you believe someone sent my cat a Christmas card today? Isn't that nice? Richard in London, one of my closest, dearest friends, who would come round here at the drop of a hat and the sniff of a £20 note. Probably. He sent my cat a Christmas card. Thank you very much, Richard. It's very kind of you to do that, okay? Anyway, back to the story. So this morning the phone rang, unusually for a Saturday morning. Hello? It's me. Guess what? I said, what? I've just had X hundreds of pounds put into my bank account by the cyclist. And I got to say, I was dumbstruck. There's not many things in this world that stop me from talking, but that did. The money has been paid into his account to have his car fixed. So, you know, I'm just so surprised at that. So surprised at that. I would have thought the cyclist had given him a false name and address and phone number and all that business, but he didn't. And it was quite a lot of money. We're talking about £750 here. Oh, yes. Well, if you don't have a car, you won't know about that, will you? That is what it costs to have a car repaired. You know, ripped off left, right and centre. And they start bleating, don't they? How expensive the paint is and all this. It's about 750 quid. Well, it was going to be it is going to be about £750 to have the dent repaired, which you have a job seeing, to be honest. It was really quite hard to see this dent in the side of the car. And that's what he's having fixed. 750 quid. That's 2 holidays, isn't it? You can get a round trip, cheap economy round trip to Australia for that. And I just think that's mad. However, that's his thing, so fine, you know. I wouldn't think twice about spending £400 on a microphone. But I wouldn't spend £700 on a blooming dent in a car. So that's the news. Surprised you, is it? Yeah, I know. If you've been following that story, seems to have come with a good ending, doesn't it? Anyway, I'll keep you fully informed of that. So messages coming in. Hello to David and Kat on the Isle of Wight. Are you ready for Christmas? Well, I mean, yeah. I've only got one. I only really... Oh, do you know... What's that on there? Just a minute. Oh, isn't that awful? I think that's Marmalade. I've just found Marmalade on one of my control buttons. Oh, that's dreadful. I saw something stuck to the side of one of the buttons, and I think it's Marmalade from my toast and marmalade. Well, it wasn't today. I can't remember what day. I can't remember what day I had toast and marmalade. For Christmas, well, what I do with my sister and her children, I put money in an envelope and give that to them because that's what they like. When I was a child, what did I want for Christmas? Up to about 16, it was things. After that, I sort of wanted money so I could choose myself. You know, So yeah, so that's what I do to the children. I give them money. I'll be giving them probably a little bit extra this year because they're getting married next year. So that I know what they're just put both of them are getting married. Well, I've got 3. You see, I've got little nephew Jimmy, 13, Gary, he's 25, and Tracy, she's 23. The 2 older ones are getting married next year. Just a month apart actually, and we're all looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see the crying on my sister's face. 2 months running. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? Oh, I can't wait. I'm actually playing the organ, the church organ, for my nephew's wedding. But for my niece's wedding, what am I doing for that? I think I'm just in the crowd. Yeah, because I wanted to be at the front to see her in her dress and all that. And to watch my sister cry. Oh, I can't wait to see that. It's years ago since I made my sister cry. It really is. And it's going to happen again. It won't be me making her cry, obviously. But it will be nice to see those tears rolling down her face 2 months in a row. I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Oh, aren't I terrible? I'm a terrible, terrible person. So that's what I'm doing for Christmas. Money in envelopes. However, I do buy one other present. That's my best friend Ron, and he's getting something rather nice this year because he's doing a bit of a job for me in January. If you're new to the show, you won't know. I'm going away to Australia for 3 weeks in January. And my best mate Ron is moving in. He's taking me to the airport and then he's moving in for those 3 weeks. And while I'm away, he's decorating, or he's arranging, he won't be doing the decorating himself. He's arranging to decorate the kitchen, the living room, and the spare room, which is next door to this. Maybe the hallway, I don't know. But we're having a bit of a row at the moment with colours. I honestly don't have a clue. Okay, I am not an artistic person when it comes to colours, pictures, anything. Do you know what I mean? Things that match. I'm no interest in that at all. It doesn't bother me that I might have a red kitchen with green curtains and blue pots and pans and beige cups and a lime green floor. That just would not bother me at all. Seriously, doesn't bother me. As far as I'm concerned, they are cupboards, they are curtains, and they all do their own thing. Doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. He has an artistic mind. And that's why I say to him, what I want you to do is, I get these colour charts last Tuesday, wasn't it? Last Tuesday. And I've ticked all these colours off and he doesn't like any of them. But I have that trust in him that he will do all right. The only thing is, this seems to be turning into a bit of a bigger thing, because he's now started talking about new curtains and new handles for the cupboards in the kitchen. Why would you want to put new handles on cupboards in the kitchen? I just don't get it. The other ones aren't falling off. They're not even loose. So why do you want to do that? He said, because they look ancient. They don't look ancient. Even the metal, you know, it's like I suppose it's plastic with like shiny stuff on it. Is that metal? I don't know what it is. But even that's not coming off. So I don't understand why we need to change handles on cupboards or curtains. Why do we need to change curtains? And then he says, what are you doing about the carpet in the spare room? I said, oh yeah, that's been replaced. He said, well, why don't, he said, I think it'd be better to have wood down there. Why would I want a wooden floor? I hate wooden floors. They're not comfortable, horrible. I really hate wooden floors. I think they're horrible. Carpets, dear. Carpets or marble. And we can't afford marble. Well, we probably can, but I'm not going to spend it, dear. This is not Italy. We don't need marble floors here. It's not like a villa in Spain, is it? Talking of Spain, someone has asked me, very nice man, to possibly do a little radio show on a Spanish FM station. In English. Don't even have to speak Spanish. Hola! Is it a Spanish? Hola? Hola! Pardon. I could do 3 words. I mean, I hardly have anything to say. So I might be doing that. Got to find some extra time to do that, though. That's the only thing. So fingers crossed that. Might be doing a little radio show in Spain. Some messages coming in now. Oh, sorry. Back to David and Kat. So there we are. Money in envelopes for the 3 children and, of course, my dear sister. I might even include for my... Oh, that's a good idea. I might even include for my sister this year, with her envelope with a bit of money in it, I might even include some handkerchiefs so that she can dry her face while she's crying at my nieces and nephews' weddings. Oh, I am looking forward to that. I shall make sure I have the video camera for that occasion. David and Kat say, are you dressing up as Father Christmas this year? I never dress up as Father Christmas, I'm afraid. No. Do you know, can you believe there are people like Mikey Holt who actually believe that Father Christmas does not actually exist? Can you believe that? Mikey Holt, who's got he's a regular listener to the show, has got a very strange picture on his Facebook at the moment with a screwed up face. And he doesn't believe in Father Christmas. Wouldn't it be funny then, Mikey, if Father Christmas did not come down your chimney or through your gas pipes and bring you presents? So there you are. Got to believe in Father Christmas. Thank you very much. No, not dressing up as Father Christmas. Yannick is with us. Hello, Yannick in Germany, who says, I'm feeling so Christmassy. I'd like to talk to you about Australia. Oh, would you now? Well, in that case, I'll give you a quick ring, Yannick. Stand by your Skype equipment, shut down your Windows media player, and let's have a conversation. Over to Germany. Da, da, da. Oh, no, that's the Russian one, isn't it? What's the German national anthem?
I can't sing it, really. I
know it. Da 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 da.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
Do you know they use that tune in a Catholic hymn as well? Tantamego. Do you know that one? Tantamego Sacramento Vene Reno Cenmuri.
No, I've never heard that one.
No Latin? Can't you do Latin?
Yeah,
what do they teach you people in school? What do they teach you people in college now?
I used to learn Latin in school.
Good.
I even passed a few exams.
Well, there is hope for you then, Yannick.
Yeah, there's a bit of hope, yeah.
And how is Christmas coming along in Germany? What bit of Germany are you in again?
The South Germany.
In a place called?
Ulm.
Huh?
Ulm. U-L-M.
Ulm.
Okay.
What a funny place that is, Germany. Not even proper place names. 3 letters, Hang on a minute. A-E-I-O-U. Oh, there is one. Okay. For a moment, I thought there wasn't a, not a vowel. What's the other one? Is it a vowel? Yes, a vowel.
Vowel, yeah.
Vowel. There is a vowel in it.
Yeah.
Are you ready for Christmas then?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Christmas.
And what gifts are you hoping that Santa will bring you this year, Yannick?
I hope I get a smartphone, because I've got a really rubbish phone at the moment, and for a long time I've actually wanted an iPhone or a BlackBerry.
Ooh. Have you been with us the last few shows or not, Yannick?
I'm actually behind on your podcasts at the moment. I'm about 4 weeks behind.
Well, I ask you that because I have something in my hand. Can you guess what it is?
An iPhone?
It is the Apple iPhone 4. Get it right, dear. Apple iPhone 4. Yes.
And how much did that cost you?
Well, 50 quid.
50 quid?
Yes, upgrade, dear, upgrade. If I'd have waited until the end of December, I could have had it for nothing. Thank you. Orange. The future's bright. The future is orange. Yes. So I'm very pleased about that. Now, the only reason I didn't wait until December was because I go away in January, and I was a bit concerned that I wouldn't be able to work it by the time I went away. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
The date was the 28th of December. After that date, it was free. But I'm going on the 13th, and I thought, I'll get it now just instead. And after a bit of a hard time with it in the first day, I love it. I absolutely love this phone. It is wonderful.
I think it's very easy to operate.
Would you like to hear one of my latest apps? Here we are. Aren't I talented? Yes, it's a little piano that you can download free of charge.
Nice one.
There we are. Anyway, lots of things on there. There seem to be various different camps of people on the phones, really, Yannick. They seem to be either BlackBerry or iPhone people.
Or iPhones, yeah. I know. Yeah.
I've seen both. I've seen the BlackBerry, nice little keyboard, but I just don't get it, to be honest.
It's got a smaller screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't get it. I just don't really get the... It's a little bit like, like Twitter. You know Twitter?
Yeah, I know Twitter.
Have you got Twitter?
No, I'm not on Twitter. I'm only on Facebook.
Okay. Well, I do have Twitter, and now and again I'll do an update. But by and large, I don't get it.
Yeah, I think it's just pointless because you can only put up your news statuses and status updates, and I just find it boring, to be honest.
The Facebook thing, be honest, I'm on it all the time. Always checking people's new pictures and what they're doing, and occasionally making comments and doing stuff myself. I find that quite interesting. But Twitter, and various people have now explained it to me, I still just don't understand it at all. I don't get what it's about, why it's become so popular. Why would you want to know what Stephen Fry is doing every minute of the day? Why would you want to know that?
Exactly. I just don't understand it at all.
They
put up the most random things and facts about their lives.
What's happened to your microphone?
And some people even reply to these comments.
I know. What's happened to your microphone? It's gone all funny.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Should it actually work?
That's a bit better. What happened?
Is it better?
That's better. What did you do?
I don't know.
Hey?
Maybe it's the internet connection.
Oh, okay. Anyway, you want to ask about Australia, don't you?
Yeah, because I'm planning on going to Australia next year.
Oh, you've gone again. I'll ring you back.
Okay.
Okay. A little bit of a trouble with the connection there. Sometimes on the Skype you can ring someone back. We do have a Skype in, boys and girls. The Skype in is United Kingdom Radio. Only take one call at a time though, so if I'm on a call you won't be able to get through. Okay, United Kingdom Radio is the Skype in. Hello, Yannick.
So, are you there?
That's better.
Okay. I was just saying I'm actually planning on going to Australia next year.
When?
In November.
Oh, okay, that'll be their summer. Lovely.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll have 2 summers.
Yeah, wonderful.
It'll be great.
Well,
I've always dreamed of going there because I've heard so many great things about Australia. And I leave school in April.
You'll be 17 or 18?
I'll be 19 then.
19, okay, yeah.
Yep. And then I just want to I'll take a gap year, and then I just spend some time travelling around Australia.
Right. I don't think you'll want to come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a wonderful place for a young man to start a life, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think just the lifestyle, the weather, I think just everything's fantastic over there.
The lifestyle is so much better. I mean, it really is. The weather can be really hot sometimes, uncomfortably hot. And they've got a bit of a problem with water over there, I think. I was listening to... Do you ever listen to Dr. Carl? Have you heard of Dr. Carl? Yeah,
you once recommended his podcast to me.
Yeah, Dr. Carl.
Dr. Carl, that's a science podcast.
Yeah, I was listening to one of his recent podcasts, only Wednesday actually, and he was saying how some winds are changing. They're kind of moving over a bit, these winds, and that means part of Australia that gets reasonable rain now, and it will all change, and they're a little bit worried about all that. They've already got a desalination plant there. But I don't know how much you know about those desalination plants where you make drinking water out of seawater, yeah? There's a number of problems with that. Number one, when you've taken the salt out, obviously you've got to dump it somewhere. So it tends to go back in the ocean, and in the grand scheme of things, if it was once it's diluted among the whole of the ocean, then not much difference. But in the place that you dump it, it becomes very, very salty, and not much can survive there. The other thing is, desalination plants use enormous amounts of electricity. I mean, really enormous amounts. and so that's why people don't like building them.
Yeah, obviously.
But I think you'll have a really nice time. Have you saved up the money yet for the ticket, or what?
I'm about to save up.
Okay. How much does it... Will you be going straight from Germany, or do you have to go somewhere else and change, sort of thing?
I think I fly to Singapore.
Oh, yeah.
I change there.
Yeah. So your Skype's playing up a lot today, mate. You never have problem with Skype, usually.
No. It normally works fine.
That's it. That's perfect then, it was then. It's like you're moving forward and away from the microphone all the time.
I'm not actually.
Now it's perfect. Now it's perfect again. Well, I think you'll have a wonderful time there. What do you want to ask about it? Anything in particular? Oh, we've lost him. Oh, well, that's unusual. Very unusual to have a problem with Skype today. Let's just try again. Because I know he wants to ask something about it. Alright. Welcome along if you've just joined us. My name's Chris Reardon. This is United Kingdom Talk on United Kingdom Radio. It's just coming up to 3:30 on Saturday.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently on a...
Oh, that's strange, isn't it? We can't get him back now. Saturday the 11th of December 2010, just gone 3:30. You can join in by Skype and telephone and email. Our phone-in number is a local London number, 020 3287 1488, okay? 020 3287 1488, a local London number. Skype in is all one word, United Kingdom Radio. Skype in United Kingdom Radio, and email as well, whether you're watching us live or listening to a recording, doesn't matter. Use the email if you prefer to do that. The email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. On to a Facebook message here from Ryan Biglove, who says, do I turn off Radio 1's Essential Mix or for you or not? Of course you do, Ryan. I hope you have. Let me see if he has. He said, tuned in and watching for the first time ever. Welcome to this hour of madness, Ryan. Don't expect anything sensible. We don't do sensible here, I'm afraid. Alright? Fag Ashley says, is Ron filling in for you on your shows while you're gone? No, I'm afraid he's not. I've tried to get him to do a show, but he's not. Mind you, he doesn't always watch his mouth, as some of you have realised now, and I keep having to slap him down on that one. He let a little swear word out on the show a couple of shows ago, didn't he? And I had to punish him, boys and girls. I had to punish him. So he's not, no. Fag Ashley says, wooden floors can work downstairs, but never in a bedroom. I just don't like wooden floors. I think they're very, I don't know, just something about them. I don't like wooden floors. Carpets on the floor, that's what we need. And Fag Ashley says, tell Yannick if he wants any information on gap years in Australia to give me a shout, as that is what one of my boys is doing. There you go. Alright, Yannick. So if you need any information at all, I don't know, let's try once more and get him back. See what happens. I think his connection's dropped out. I think there was something going wrong there. No, he's not going to answer, is he? Which probably means he can't hear you either, Fag Ashley. Never mind.
The person who...
No, well, it's not going to work, is it? Okay, let's move on now. Hello to Stephen Parker, who says, this stuff is annoying. He needs to out his stereo mixer. Stephen Parker, technical expert with us this afternoon. No, I think his connection's dropped out altogether, to be honest. All right. Just to let you know, Mike Cullen will not be with us tonight at 9 o'clock. He's going out and doing some mobile DJing. Oh, yes. The rope light will be gathered around you however you do. Mike Cullen will be trying to chat up the young ladies as they come towards him all the time, won't you? Oh, they get on my blooming nerves when they come towards me. I've got to be honest. When I'm DJing in the straight place that I do tonight, when I see a girl coming towards me, I put a stall in front of myself so that they can't get into the DJ area. It's true. I bet you're there, arms around them, trying to chat them all up, aren't you, Mike? Eh? Are you ready? What sort of party is it? Is it a wedding or a birthday or just a pub function or a Christmas occasion? Do let us know. Email address once again, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right. Fagashlil says, if Yannick wants me to get in touch, send in a message to add him on Facebook under Lily Shambles. All right, Lily Shambles. We could well do that. Good afternoon, Stephen.
Good afternoon.
I have been noticing you're taking a lot of oh, what's the word? A lot of interest? Participation, that's it. Can you spell that?
I can. Yeah, I can.
I noticed you're taking a lot of participation in the other shows, and I was listening to you talking to Tom Harris before we came on, I think it was. Did you ring up Tom last week?
I did. Yeah, I had a funny thing. I actually was it was a response.
Yeah.
To its podcast.
Yes.
On Star Trek.
Okay. Well, I noticed you talking to him, and also I think Mike Cullen you were talking to. I'm sure you were talking to Mike or Lee or someone like that. And I thought, do you know what? He never ring. Do you know, that's strange. My own Skype has just come online. How's that happened?
What happens there? I listen to your show mostly on the podcast.
Oh, right. Okay. Is that because of the time it's on? 11 o'clock you're at work, are you, or something?
11 o'clock. I'm not really in the mood. Actually,
don't tell me you've only just got up, Stephen, at 11 o'clock.
Well, actually, it's 12 o'clock here, and I actually very often I wouldn't be here, so that's also why.
Fair enough.
I'm still getting to grips with the schedule and the schedule and everything. But
who's on when?
Yes, I am. Yeah, a little bit.
You know where it is. It's all up there.
It is. It's a matter of
Stephen's in Sweden, by the way. Has it warmed up there like it has here? We've gone up to about 7 or 8 degrees today, which is not a lot. But in comparison,
that's temperature. But the last time I was out, it was warmer.
Yeah.
The snow is melting, and it's been raining.
Oh, okay, that'll get rid of the snow.
Really pleased about.
Trouble is with the rain, it can freeze, and then it's even worse. Now, I've just ordered. Perhaps you've seen these in Sweden. You don't see many. You never see. I've never seen a car in this country with snow chains on.
They aren't snow chains actually. In this country, people are supposed to. I think they are. They have to change their wheels.
Oh, really?
And it isn't snow chains. They have studded wheels.
Yeah. Snow tyres. Yeah, the thing is with snow tyres, and I did look at this on the internet, it would be expensive to do that here. Very expensive because no one does it. You know what I mean? Got to take the tyres off, buy a new set of tyres, put those on. But I found something called snow socks. Or tyre socks, something like that. Let me look at it for you now. By the way, let's say hello to Jamie, who's with us from Italy. He's with us as well today. Let's have a look. Is it tyre socks?
There's something I wanted to add, right, about your show.
Yes.
When I listen to it, there doesn't seem to be any. There doesn't seem to be any queue for people to phone in. Right. Really, it almost feels like. I mean, I actually I've only listened to the live version a couple of times, and this isn't a negative criticism. It's kind of it is what it is. It seems to it doesn't seem like a phone-in show so much as a speech show.
Right.
You know what I mean? So. I think that there might be a way to perhaps create a space where people where you kind of seem. I mean, on the other shows, the presenters seem to seem like they've run out of ideas at times, right. And so they say, "Oh, can someone call? I'm not sure what to do now."
That's the worst thing you can do in a show.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely. You must be able to sit there and do an hour of chat with no participation, because it does happen. You know, sometimes it's not always a case that people don't want to call in. It can be the case that people are just happy to sit there and listen.
That's. I've said that to people. I've said
this time and time again. People that say our show is caller-led. No, it's not. No shows are caller-led. They can't be unless we had tens of thousands of listeners listening, which we don't.
Tens of thousands, but we don't ever. None of us has tens and thousands at a time, do we?
No, we don't. There's not even hundreds, probably.
No. But I mean, even
when the shows are live, you'd be extremely lucky to get 20.
I would be very happy. I would be very happy to have 7.
Right. But, that's just how it is. But I think it was you I heard say that. I said, podcast-wise, they fly out. I mean, they fly out. The ratio podcast to live is like, I don't know, is like 100 to 1.
Do you know, there's something, I think someone said there's like a college network in the US. So if it says 100 downloads, half of those downloads could be handed from person to person, sent within like a college network.
But I'm sure, I think it was you that said the download, the whole podcast thing is the way it's all going. People don't want to have to say, oh, it's 3 o'clock on a Saturday, Chris is on. They don't want to do that. They want to download that show whenever they feel like it, right? But
yes. Yeah.
So you may ask, well, why bother doing it live at all? Because when you get the occasional caller, like you now, I couldn't have done that if all the show was recorded.
No, I wouldn't say to stop the live element.
No intention of.
The thing about the podcast is, I'm thinking back to when Tommy Boyd and certain others, Mike Dicken.
Oh, did you like Mike Dicken, did you?
It took me a long time, then I ended up liking him.
He was just fantastic. And I can't believe, he was just, I loved him. He was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
He's a big influence on me. Most of what he did has been lost. Will never be heard again.
Yeah.
Gone forever. Now, were there podcasts a few years earlier, maybe we would be able to hear...
yes. I expect someone's got recordings of them somewhere, but Mike Dicken was to me, was at the top of the tree and fantastic. I don't know, do you know Steve Allen?
Yeah, kind of. I kind of know him. He's very good.
I think you'd like him. Yeah, I think you'd really like Steve Allen.
I'm sure I've heard Steve Allen on LBC all through the 80s. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Or early 90s. I'm sure I've heard Steve Allen.
He's been on LBC since the start.
He's old. He's very old, isn't he? He's the one who was always on LBC.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he's 50 yet. I'm sure he's about 45. I reckon he's about the same age as me.
But no, I do know Steve Allen. Yeah. I can hear his voice now.
Yeah.
But what is it going on about? It's kind of the thing about phoning in shows is it's in my case it is very therapeutic, really, because I don't have much contact with my homeland, really, either.
I've listened to your show a couple of times, and I quite enjoy it. And I'm wondering if perhaps you might like to do a really late night one, or you were usually in bed at 11 or whatever. I can see you doing something like...
I would ideally like to do it, but the thing is, you have to remember that 10 o'clock there is 11 o'clock here. Right. So 11, but I could do it. I could do it.
I'm thinking of something like, and yesterday when you did your 2 hours, and you just got cut off right at the end there because you were so carried away. And I was listening while I was at work. I can't listen to entire shows while I'm at work, but I just kind of click on and off to check that everything's working all right. And do you know what I mean? And I just clicked on at 10 o'clock and said, let's see what happens here. And it just cut you off maybe the last couple of sentences of what you were...
I know what happened. The thing is, I did not want to... I could not bring myself to... end the conversation with that person. There was kind of a momentum.
Right.
So I just thought, I'll just carry on.
Well, you did. I mean, you came off the station, but you carried on your conversation. But I just felt that you could have... Blimey, you could have done another 2 hours tonight.
I'm not sure. I have done... I think I've done up to 6 hour shows before on another station.
Yeah.
But the delay night, I would be very happy to do a very late night show. From
what about so 11 for you is 10 for us, is it?
That's right. Yeah, that's
is that right? I don't know. 10 till 12. I just think you're happier on at night, and you can get away with more at night if you want.
I tell you what I would like. What would really help would be if I had some kind of I know it sounds funny, some kind of a sidekick or something, somebody else who could help.
Someone else with you.
Yes. And it's not that I can't cope on my own or anything.
Yeah.
But at times it would be interesting, I think.
Right,
we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, have a think about that then, Stephen.
Yes.
Nice to talk to you.
You too, bye-bye.
All right, take care. Stephen there in Sweden does a little show here on United Kingdom Radio. Check the schedule for when the other people are on, boys and girls, okay? You'll find that at unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. I wanted to... What was it I was going to say? I wanted to just thank you. Some of you have been downloading my non-stop DJ music mixes. I've started selling those now for the very small sum of 80 pence. Correct? 80 pence, of which I get 57 of that. Okay? 80 pence. And that's generally to help with the cost of running the station. All right. Now, the latest one has just gone up like an hour ago, and you can find that at chrisreardonshow.co.uk. Right, www.chrisreardonshow.co.uk. My latest music mix, about an hour and 15 minutes long. This one. And I recorded that one last night. So, okay, so once again, non-stop music. There's no talking on there whatsoever. It's just one long mix. Okay, one long mix of music that you could possibly do your exercising to. Perfect for exercising, playing down the gym, on the way to nannies in the car or something like that. You can download one of those. 80 pence. There's a new one up there every Saturday. The latest one has just gone up there. Once again, download that from chrisreardonshow.co.uk. chrisreardonshow.co.uk. Fag Ashley says, tell Stephen the reason people don't call into your show is that no one can get a word in edgeways with my gob. How rude is she? There's another one that never rings me up. Fag Ashley. Maybe next show, Fag Ashley, because you run out of time on this one, dear. What a liberty. Mike is actually doing a Christmas party tonight. That's why he's not with us. So, actually, Mike, if you ever get a job in, take the job, mate, okay? Because, I know you need the money and that. Christmas party he's doing tonight, so I've been told. They've booked my friend's band, which I normally play with, but they're only going on a trio tonight. Okay, just a threesome. Is that what you're doing now? Threesomes as well, Mike? Well, that's nice for you, dear. Steve Allen is amazing to listen to, LBC, says Mike. Quite a lot. I can't stand Nick Majerison. Oh, isn't he a wet blanket? They've got this guy on at night now. Only at the weekend, thank God. Thank God he's only on at the weekend. He's not young. He's not old. He's quite young, this bloke, Nick Majerison, and he's a blooming wet blanket. He really is. He's the most annoying voice I've ever heard. I do not listen Can't stand his voice. Nick Jefferson. He says, though I love Anthony Davis. Yeah, I love Anthony Davis. He's on during the weekdays, late at night. Very, very funny, man. Really, really good he is. Anthony Davis from LBC. I know you tell people, Chris, that people will not intentionally call in, and I tell people the same as well. I just love to listen. So you see, other people that love to listen. I've listened to LBC before, and they're calling in for people to call in, and no one calls in. But I'm just happy to listen to most of them are all talented. You like their voices. Certainly Anthony Davis. Love his voice very much, and I do find him very funny. Nick Majerison, can't stand him. And do you know who else I can't stand? Christo. Oh, Christ, he's bad, isn't he? Christo. He's just this camp old queen who starts going on about X Factor and that Jungle program, which I didn't watch any of that, so all that business. So yeah, it sounds like you've got exactly the same listening tastes as me, Mike, to be honest. Okay, let's hello to Matt in Canada, who's with us this afternoon. Good evening, Matt. How are you, my friend? Well, if anyone knows how to deal with snow, Matt does. Innit? Got a lot of snow in Canada. I have to tell you, these things I've ordered for the car are called snow socks. The price of them was £48, and I've ordered them online. And they are similar to snow chains, but work a lot easier. And you literally pull these things onto the wheels of your car, and then it says you can drive in snow and on ice as well. They're called snow socks. Matt is with us from Canada right now. Hello, Matt.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Matt. Nice to hear you. Have you had experience of snow socks? Have you seen these things?
I've never seen snow socks, to be honest, Chris, but we do have the old snow tires that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And they're quite cool, really, but snow socks, no, is that something you've never heard of, mate?
Okay. Well, this is... I've got them here somewhere. Let me see if I can find... there we are. I found a link there. Right. Oh, they're £69. I didn't pay £69 for mine. Paid $48 for mine. But you literally pull them... Can you see that little link there I've sent you there?
Let me just check it, mate.
If you just type in Tyre socks, anyone else, into the Google, and you should find them there. These things you literally pull onto the wheels, just like a sock, and then you move the wheel forward a little bit, and then finish off the other side, because obviously you can't get it underneath the wheel. And then, and then you drive on them, and about 50 mile an hour, I think, is the limit on there. And they're supposed to work really well. So I've ordered some of those because I did have a little accident a couple of weeks ago. Yes.
Wow. That's pretty cool, though, mate. That's different.
Yep. Ice and snow is not one of my favourite things to drive on.
No, definitely not, mate. I got a question for you, mate.
Yes, Matt.
Did you receive my Christmas card in the post yet?
No, not yet. No.
Should be on its way soon. May be expecting some excellent gifts within my Christmas card this year.
Gifts? Have you sent me gifts?
Yes, I have, mate.
That's very naughty of you, Matt.
Oh, what can I say, mate? You need some gifts from Canada as well.
Very, very naughty. I don't think I've had anything from Canada. That's very nice of you, Matt. Thank you very much.
Not a problem, mate. Anything for you.
That's much appreciated. I shall display the card on the wall behind me. We've got a few cards building up there. Kath in Wales sent me some little bits and pieces. I don't know if you heard the last show or not, on Thursday's show.
Didn't get a chance to. What did she send you, mate?
A tea towel. She sends tea towels. And I've still got it here, actually. A kitten calendar. Where is it? Here it is. A kitten calendar. Because, I don't know about you, Matt, but I don't think there are enough kittens in the world.
You know what? I'd have to agree with you, mate.
We need more kittens. And that's it. I've ordered another 5.
Excellent, mate. Well, there you go. You're on your way.
Well, thanks, Matt. I shall look...
Sorry, mate. Just want to make a quick note that in Canada right now, we have over 52 centimeters of snow, and the current temperature in Winnipeg, Manitoba right now is minus 27 degrees.
Well, you keep it. We don't want to hear.
All right, mate. You take care and have yourself a good day.
All right. Cheerio, Matt. Thanks for calling in.
Cheerio, mate.
That's
Bye-bye.
very nice of him. He sent a little card in, which should be arriving very shortly. A couple of emails coming in here. Hello to Craig. Hello, Craig, who says, tuned into your show today. Hope you're keeping well. Yes, thank you, Craig. Oh, by the way, I'm not here on Tuesday, okay? Tuesday's my hospital visit, okay? So not here on Tuesday. I'll let you know how it goes on Thursday. Should be all right. I don't know. I can't envision any problems. He says, hope you're keeping well. Last Friday afternoon, my dad and mum also were involved in a car crash. And me. Just near to where we live in Hinckley. It was the other first person's fault, and get this, he was dressed up as Santa. Santa's had a car crash. You see, you know, there's a lot to be said for reindeer. These Father Christmases, they think they can go and jump in a car and drive around. It just doesn't work, dear. Reindeer and a sledge, that's what they need. The police are not going to charge him with dangerous driving. We are unhappy with this. My mum was injured, seatbelt injuries. My dad's Volvo, his pride and joy, is a write-off. I just suffered a nosebleed in the accident. December hasn't been a good month for us up to now. My budgie died. Oh, have you lost a pet? How long did you have that then? Poor little thing. My budgie died a couple of days before the accident. Thank God nothing else has happened yet. They say bad things come in threes. He says, just been watching classic remastered Star Trek on DVD, relaxing this afternoon. Do take care. And that's from young Craig. Hello, it's nice to hear from you, Craig. Okay. Craig, is it you who keeps sending me messages on the Facebook messaging? You see, I don't often see that. Although I have it left open, I often don't see what's going on there, okay? Thank you, Craig. Hello to Simon, who's with us, who says 130,000 miles. Well, you have a lot of miles in your Toyota Aygo. I certainly have indeed. Extremely reliable. Best car I've ever had, that. Little Toyota Aygo. Best car. My favourite car was got to be the Land Rover, the very first red Land Rover. I loved that. But the best car, most reliable, most economical, has got to be this Toyota Aygo. Serious. Simon says, yes, all the best from Simon. Thank you, Simon. Also on the Isle of Wight. Let me have a look here. Have I missed that? Oh, there we are. Ryan says, there's only one LBC presenter for me, Steve Allen all the way. I used to like Ian Lee as well. I wasn't keen on Ian Lee. I loved Steve Allen. Ian Lee is extremely popular. All right, lots and lots of people love him. Not my cup of tea, just one of those things, okay? But LBC Steve Allen, absolutely fantastic. I love it when he starts slagging off Victoria Beckham, didn't you? And Jordan, Katie Price. He lays into them too. Thank you very much. Okie doke. Email here from young Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer, who says, Dear Chris, forgive me for I have sinned. I have not been listening to Chris Reardon's show. I'm hurt. Do you know, hearing that sort of thing, Jennifer, is like a knife going into my chest. It really is, dear. She says, I'm sorry, Chris, I've been so busy with the holidays this year. I had a Christmas party. I've been travelling back and forth to Oklahoma and a wind comes reeking down a plane. I'm working with books and the cookie tree and my computer died. The hard drive died, costing me about $200 to fix. Oh, that's a lot of money for it. What's that, about $100? Did you do that yourself? Did you fix that yourself or did you take it into a little shop or something like that? She says, I just listened to the last 3 shows today at work. Oh, Christ. How do you manage to listen to 3 hours of me? That would drive me round a blooming bend, that would. 3 hours of listening to me rabbit on about rubbish. She says, I just wanted to let you know that I have not forsaken you. Well, you know, Jesus asked that just before he was nailed to the cross. May I quote, my Lord, why have you forsaken me? And you've just done the same to me, dear. I have been forsaken. She says, I've been very conscious about neglecting my desire to listen to your show. I will be writing you a longer email once my craziness dies down. I must be going. I've got to get a load of books. She says. And Jennifer says, I know Millie's problem in the book delivery with Amazon. She's not buying them from me. And that's from Jennifer. Yeah, Jennifer sells books as well. Funny you should mention that little Jesus bit I mentioned links us nicely into letting you know that I've been asked to play the organ at the church. I play the organ at church on Sundays. I've been asked to play the organ for the Christmas Carol service. So I'm quite pleased about that. Now, anyone who might want to come down, if you're near Roehampton, which is in southwest London, all are welcome. Even if you're not religious, you might like the old Christmas Carol service. It's not like a mass. It's a carol, all carols and things like that. We are having one at St Joseph's Parish Church in Roehampton, Southwest 15 in London. That's on December the 19th at 3. Ooh, let me just double check that. 1 minute. Let me just double check that. Yes, Sunday, December the 19th at 3 o'clock. It's an hour and a half long. 3 o'clock, Sunday, December the 19th, St Joseph's Roman Catholic Church in Roehampton, Southwest 15. That's in London. Don't have to be Catholic if you don't have to be anything. But if you like singing hymns, Christmas carols, come along to that, all right? And I shall be playing the organ. How are we doing on time? My God, we're nearly out of time. Fagash Lil says, I have no Christmas cards, but then again, I don't do Christmas cards. So best I not moan. Well, neither do I. To be honest, Fagash Lil, I don't do Christmas cards either, send them or anything like that. Getting them is always nice, I'm never going to reject a Christmas card, but I do think they're a little bit of a waste of money. Anyway, time for me to go, boys and girls. Don't forget, I am not with you on Tuesday morning. Okay, I'll see you again Thursday morning at 11 o'clock UK time. Email address, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Tom Harris is with you after the 4 o'clock news. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye now.